Welcome to Spring into Storytime with DLR Libraries. Today we'll be reading Quill Soup, written by Alan Durant and illustrated by Dale Blackenar, with thanks from Tiny Owl. Quill Soup. Noko the porcupine was hungry and tired. He had been traveling through the Valley of 1,000 Hills and hadn't eaten for days. He saw a small village ahead and his spirits lifted. Food and shelter at last, he thought. Meanwhile, in the village, the animals caught sight of Noko. "There is a stranger coming," squeaked Monkey. "Quick, run to your homes," shouted Meerkat. Noko trudged into the village. It was silent and empty. "Hello, friends," he called, but there was no reply. Noko went to the first house and tapped on the door. "Yes," said Warthog. "I've traveled a long way, and I'm very hungry," said Noko. "Do you have anything I can eat?" Warthog shook her big head. "I'm sorry," she replied. "I ate a big lunch, and all my food is gone." Noko knocked at the next house. "How can I help?" asked Rabbit. "Please, I need some food," said Noko. "So do I," Rabbit exclaimed. "My greedy brother came to visit and ate all my food. I have nothing left." Noko knocked at Monkey's door. "Yes, what is it?" Monkey asked. I wonder if you have any food to spare, a poor traveler," Noko inquired. "We are poor villagers," Monkey grumbled. "We don't have any spare food." So Noko went to Aardvark's house. And Meerkat's house. And Penguin's house. But he came away hungry. None of them, they said, had any food. By this time, Noko was very tired and very hungry indeed, but his brain was as sharp as the quills on his back. He could see some villagers' sleek coats and round bellies that they were lying. He knew they had food, but how was he going to get some? He sat and thought, and after a while he came up with a plan. "I wonder if I might have a little fire and a large pot of water," he asked the villagers. Of course, they replied. They couldn't refuse him that. Noko put the pot on the fire to boil. "It seems I shall have to make my own food," he sighed, "and I shall make Quill Soup." He plucked 3 quills from his back and dropped them into the pot. "But surely the quills are too hard and sharp to eat," Warthog said. "Wait and see. Soon they will have softened and released their flavor to make the most delicious soup," Noko explained. He bent over the pot and dipped his paw, then licked it and nodded. Tasty," he said. "Just how His Majesty likes it." "You've met the king?" squeaked Meerkat. "Many times," said Noko casually. "I always make him Quill Soup. He loves it." Noko tasted the soup again. "If only I had some carrots," he said ruefully. Rabbit's ears shot up. He wanted to taste the Quill Soup that was fit for a king. "I think my greedy brother may have left a carrot or 2, he blurted, and hopped away to fetch them. Noko added the carrots to the water and tasted the soup again. "Lovely," he announced. "Of course the king likes mealies in his Quill Soup." "I've got mealies," squeaked Meerkat, and she ran away to find them. Each time Noko tasted the soup, there was something that needed to be added. Beans, peas, potatoes, spinach. In moments, as if by magic, all of these things appeared. Now, Noko's soup was thick and rich. Once again he tasted it. Perfect, he declared, unless... I don't suppose anyone has a few worms. Pangolin did. Noko told the villagers to fetch their bowls. There is plenty of soup to share, he said. And share they did. They drank bowl after bowl of the delicious soup in the firelight until the pot was empty. Noko sat back, looked up at the stars, and yawned. I wonder if you might have a hole where I could sleep, he asked. A hole, Monkey cried, for our friend who has cooked a delicious quill soup for the king, and who has the generosity to share with strangers, piped Aardvark. No, my friend, said Monkey, no. You, Noko, shall have the best bed in my house. You're too kind, Noko smiled. Before they went to their beds, Noko and the villagers sang together, shared stories, and danced in the moonlight. And later, with a full tummy and a happy heart, Noko the traveler went to sleep at last. Good night. Thank you for joining us today for our Spring into Storytime. Make sure you stick around for the craft session that will accompany the Quill Soup story. Very kindly given permission to read by Tiny Owl.
you.